Another dominant performance from the Minnesota Timberwolves in Game 6 of their series with the Denver Nuggets, setting up a tremendous, phenomenal, can't-miss Game 7 this weekend. What a series again. And what a night last night for the Minnesota Timberwolves, who just rained hellfire from three. And look, those are going to happen. If you're looking at this from a Denver standpoint, defensively, like, okay, they shot the lights out. McDaniels probably isn't going to go, what was it, 8 for 10 or something like that. Like, that's probably the best shooting performance he's going to have. So defensively, you'll live with giving up 110 points. It's the 70 you got that is the big concern. Because, offensively, I do think Minnesota kind of just got hot. Defensively, Minnesota smothered Denver. Jamal Murray had another real bad game. Porter Jr. was okay. Gordon was okay. But Jokic, for his standards, was pretty quiet as well. They just absolutely smothered the Denver Nuggets. And it really felt like they had the Nuggets playbook and were running plays, like just kind of running the routes for them to steal the basketball term, or to steal the football term, sorry. This was complete and utter domination, and the best defensive team in the National Basketball Association showing they were the best defensive team in the National Basketball Association. I know Draymond was saying, like, what, Rudy Gobert, you're the best defense player in the league, Jokic is doing that to you? Well, now you're doing that to Jokic. And now it's going to be, again, so interesting to see how does Denver counterpunch this. They'll be at home. That late season game against Minnesota, huge in these standings, or to get them into second now, to set up this moment in time here where they have home court in Game 7. This is why you do that. But it can't just be, well, hey, we're at a different elevation now, we got them. Because they came into your barn and smoked you twice. So how are you going to respond? I think Murray has to be ready for pressure. I think Jokic has to be ready for that, and we know he will be, but the other guys need to be ready to step up as well. And defensively, it does need to be a little bit better. Too many open oops at the net, too many open looks from three. They need to be, like, Denver just needs to be a whole lot better, but this is going to be a legacy-defining game. In a couple of senses, I suppose. For Minnesota, if they get this, then they go from being, oh, okay, well, that's, like, good for them. Like, they're on their eyes to they've made it. Like, that is the difference. That they are a loss, and it's, okay, well, they gave the champs another hard push. Watch out for the Timberwolves. They're coming. They win. They've arrived. That's the difference. For Denver, a loss here, all those questions that were coming up after being down 2-0, I don't think they all come back. I don't think we question Jokic as the best player in the world, or question how good this Denver Nuggets team is, but you stop talking about dynasty. You stop talking about, like, okay, well, like, yeah, the young players coming, whatever. It starts to bring up a few questions, and you start to look at, okay, well, Murray keeps getting hurt, and eventually MPJ is probably going to want his own team, and how long is Gordon going to be able to do what he is doing, and can you get a few helpers? Like, it raises a few questions. Now, you win this series, and this, I think, will just, if they go on to win the series and win a championship, this will be looked at in the documentary of the team as, like, a real test that they had to go through, but just a test they had to pass. But in the moment, this will be probably the toughest challenge they have faced in their reign so far. And if they are able to come through that, I do think it raises them up another level when you talk about different championship teams. So that's that. That's it. That's all that's on the line this weekend.